Hello everybody, this is Noah, and this is the 5th episode of BITE SIZed SCIFI. With this small series, I will be talking about varied topics of the unexplained, with the main focus mostly on UFO phenomena, stories and reports, and the need-to-know history of documented cases and confidential files. So sit back and relax and have a snack. There have been UFO sightings ever since man roamed the Earth. There exist many paintings of centuries past that depict unusual flying objects in the sky. Folklore of many early people are filled with stories of strange objects flying through the skies. However, most UFOologists credit pilot Kenneth Arnold's UFO sightings from 1947 as the beginning of the modern UFO age. On June 24, 1947, businessman Arnold was using his plane to help search for a missing aircraft. He was flying over the Cascade Mountains as he scanned the landscape below him. He would notice some flashes in his eyes, like reflecting sunlight. He told the Chicago Daily Tribune, "The first thing I noticed was a series of flashes in my eyes, as if a mirror was reflecting sunlight at me." Arnold soon found the source of the flashes, a series of fast-moving objects. He described them as silvery and shiny. The most startling aspect of the object was a lack of a tail. The objects appeared to be shaped like a pie plate. This description almost certainly meant that the objects had a raised top on them. This description also very closely fit that of the large UFO photographed during the Battle of Los Angeles. The stunned pilot was seeing something that he had never seen before in his many years of flying. He estimated the object's altitude at between 9,500 and 10,000 feet. He began to clock their flight from Mount Rainier to Mount Adams. This information would be used to estimate the object's speed at 1,200 miles per hour, an unbelievable speed for the era. It seemed impossible, he said, but there it is. I must believe my eyes. Although the term saucer was used in a 1930 UFO report in Texas, it was meant to show the relative size of the object from arm's length. Arnold told a newspaper reporter the objects moved like a saucer would if you skipped it across the water. Arnold was indicating how the objects bounced across the atmosphere, not the shape of the object. Yet newspaper reporter Bill Barquette's report on the AP Newswire used the term flying saucer to describe the object's shape. And such, a coin was raised. As was the custom of the day, the U.S. military, though aware of the Arnold report, at first tried to simply ignore the matter. But the story broke big across the nation, and the military had to make some statement on the sighting. On July 7th, a meeting was held to determine how to respond to the report. This conference could also have been prompted by the Roswell crash, which was also making headlines. Chief of the Army Air Force Air Intelligence Requirements Division, General Shulgin, would head to the group. Under pressure to give the public some reassurance, the decision was made to hear from qualified reporters of UFO sightings. In a couple of days, Arnold was called in for an interview. The results of this interview would earn him a place in Project Blue Book. Although there had already occurred several excellent UFO cases before the Arnold sighting, his account will always have a place in UFO history, as over 800 reports would make U.S. media by the end of July 1947 alone, and Arnold's was one of the most important. And we're on to the next bite.